All right, what's up, guys? So I'm back with another episode of the Serial Dreamer podcast. So today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Austin Nance. I have been trying to get him on for a couple of weeks now. He is a busy man. He is controlling the floor for his varsity basketball team right now for Hazel Green. So he's been a little busy doing that. Today they actually won what's it called, the Big Red Summer Jam. Yeah, that Huntsville hosts every summer. So they actually won that this year. And Austin, from what I hear, was a big part of that success. So we're going to get into a lot of stuff with Austin today. We're going to learn a little bit about him, how he started playing basketball, how long he's been playing, and what his dreams are for the future. All right. So I'll start with, your childhood. Walk me through kind of when you got started playing. How old were you?
Probably I was probably in fifth grade. I
Fifth
started
grade?
playing for real
Okay, so probably what, about 10, 11?
at 11.
So what got you started? Were you playing other sports first?
I was playing football, and then I just started playing basketball. I just picked up on it.
So did you keep playing football after you started playing basketball, or did you
I
drop it?
played until 8th grade, then I stopped playing.
What made you stop playing football?
I just feel like it was gonna be a lot on my body.
Yeah. You scared to get hit?
No, I ain't scared to get hit, but
So once you stopped playing football, is that when you really sunk in that you wanted to play basketball, like in college and everything, or you just wanted to play for the time being at that point?
I wanted to play like going to college.
Okay. So you played, let's see, freshman year. Were you at Hazel Green all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
So you played freshman ball first, or did you play JV first?
I played JV during the summer. Yeah, I got
Hold on. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on, turn your phone. I think your phone is on the microphone. I think it's sitting on the microphone.
You can hear me?
Say it again.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I said during first, it was I played JV during the summer. Then around my freshman year during the season, they moved me up.
So you've been playing varsity since freshman year?
Yes, sir.
Were you getting a lot of playing time then, or just kind of
I was
developing?
playing. I was playing decent minutes.
So when did it become like a real passion for you? Like when did basketball become like a real love for you?
I'll say probably when my mom passed away. I just started going hard.
Was that during high school?
Yes, sir. It was freshman year. I just started going harder at the sport, just giving it all I got.
Yeah. So playing in college, do you see, is the dream to play after college as well, or is the dream to get college paid for and then set your future up that way?
No, it's all the way. I'm trying to play professional.
So walk me through a day of yours. So I know it's summertime right now. So walk me through a typical day, training, even down to like what you eat. Are you eating the right stuff? How do you set your day up?
So right now we got this dude named CJ. He plays overseas, and he be working with me. So if he go at 7 in the morning, and we make our practice at 11 to 1, I'll go work out at 7, and then shoot until practice, and then practice from 11 to 1, and we may lift weights, and then either go back later that night or go back again in the morning.
So pretty much, is this every day of the week? Like how many days do you have off?
For this week, the only day was Father's Day. There's really no days off.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you eating? What's your diet look like?
I'm gonna be real. I don't eat right.
Yeah.
I eat it's not terrible, but it could be a lot better.
Yeah. So you're eating a lot of junk food?
Not necessarily, but kind of probably a lot of granola bars, a lot of chips, fruit snacks,
So you don't
stuff
eat.
like that.
So you don't eat actual meals. You eat a lot of just snack food.
Yeah, a lot of snacks.
All right. So what's your dream college?
I mean, I'd love to go play Alabama because that's where I'm from.
Okay. Wait, you from Tuscaloosa?
No, Alabama, Huntsville.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like UAH or the University of Alabama?
No, University of Alabama. Like,
Okay, Roll Tide. That's my school. You see it back here, don't you? See all the Bama stuff. You know, kids who go to Bama, they hold a special place in my heart. I feel like, y'all are truly my pups when y'all, go behind me and go to Bama. But so okay, so if Alabama's the dream, what would those steps look like for you? Like, what are you doing as far as like
I
right
feel
now?
like I feel like I have like a different path. I feel like coming out of high school, like I'll probably go JUCO and try to go D2,
Yeah,
like just build my body. Like I'm gonna graduate at 17, and this dude's at college is like 22. They body fully developed, so I feel like go JUCO, work my way up to D2.
that's a good plan. 'Cause, with JUCO, you don't lose eligibility now. So, that's a good plan to start there. Like you said, get your body right. And also, gives you an opportunity to kind of network yourself to those coaches at Bama and keep yourself in front of them for however many years that is. So if you go 2 years of JUCO, that's 2 seasons that you can keep putting film in front of them. I know I just talked to Zach Kane, and one thing he did is he's working camps for them. He's attending Bama this year, but one thing he's doing is working camps for them. So like their basketball camps. So that's something that you could do once you get into your junior college program or D2 program. You can work those Alabama camps to put yourself in front of that coaching staff even more. Kind of network with the players. Just keep your name in front of them. That way, when you send that film, they know the name. And then once they see the film, they'll say, "I remember him. He worked the camp. He did this. He did that." So there's just now that you have the ability to keep your eligibility, you can really kind of network yourself and take those steps. I always tell, kids your age, it's baby steps. You don't have to get everything at one time. And any year that you can keep dribbling the ball, you're successful. Because the ball stops dribbling for so many of y'all this early. So any year that you can keep dribbling that ball, you're successful. So don't get in your head about how long it takes. Just keep playing. If that's the ultimate dream, keep going until you get there. All right. So all right. So you don't eat good. So we got that.
Huh? I don't eat good. Like I just don't eat that good.
Yeah. But we're gonna change that though, right? So
We
since
gonna
we have a goal, so Bama's the goal. So now we're gonna take the steps to at least put ourselves in the right situation to be prepared for Bama when it comes, right?
yes, sir.
So I challenge you. This is my challenge to you. I challenge you to start little by little adding something to your day that is nutritious, whether it be fruit or vegetables. I prefer vegetables for you because like you said, your body isn't where those 22-year-old bodies are yet. So adding vegetables to help your bones, help your muscles, um, any vegetable that you can tolerate. It could be broccoli, asparagus, anything you can tolerate. I challenge you to put that in your diet once a day. All right. If you do that, I think you'll see a big difference in 4 weeks. You'll see a big difference in just how your body recovers from these long days. Well, I already know Coach be killing y'all. I know how he is. It'll help you recover from those long days if you're adding that to your regimen. That's my
Yes,
challenge for
sir.
you. And I'm gonna check up with you now. That's my challenge for you
I
though.
got
All right.
you. Yes, sir.
All right. So that checks that off. So the next thing, so varsity ball. So you playing 6A ball. Hazel Green's a very known program. You guys went how far last year? To the Elite Eight or Final
Sweet
Four?
16. Sweet 16, we lost in double overtime to Clay Thompson.
Play Charlottesville. Okay. So how was that feeling? Walk me through that game. After y'all lost that game, what was that feeling like?
It was kind of like when you got like a little girl or something, she break your heart,
Yeah.
you can't get over it.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Like it's gonna help us this year big time. Like, and that was my first time getting there, so it was kind of like just being able to feel it was good.
Yeah.
So for this year, we'll be more prepared for the situation. And goes up again.
So do you think that you guys are a better team this year than last year?
Yes, sir. I think we better this year. I really feel like we can win state this
What makes you feel that way? Is it the chemistry or the skill set?
chemistry, skill set. We got like a lot of depth. There's no drop off.
Yeah.
Like it's like 9 guys you could play, and there's no drop off.
And you get,
Everybody play hard. Everybody unselfish.
yeah. Yeah, I heard that about y'all a lot today. A lot of parents from other teams were, texting me and calling me about your program, saying how hard you guys play. You're up and down the court pretty much the whole game. And I heard a lot of good feedback about you as well, how you handle the floor, how you control the floor. So not yet, but um, he made me lose track of mine. But yeah, they said that you really are the floor general. Over the last 3 years, do you think that your experience on varsity has prepared you to kind of lead this team on your senior year?
Yes, sir. 100%.
Yeah. So what would you say is your strongest asset as far as what you bring to the floor for your team?
I feel like for me, I'm fine with having 0 points and 10 assists.
Yeah.
Like I'm real unselfish, and I'm gonna go at 94 feet every time. So I just feel like my teammates love playing with me because like they know I'm gonna pass them the ball. Like I'm gonna get downhill and get them open shots.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I was going to bring up, our conversation from earlier. I think you were getting a little frustrated by missing shots. So what is that like in the game? So when you're missing shots, what do you do in the game to kind of take your mind off of the misses and still contribute to your team?
Get downhill. If I'm missing shots, I'm just gonna get downhill, kick it out to my teammate. They gonna knock down the shot.
Yeah.
So them knocking down the shot is kind of like me knocking down the shot.
Yeah. Yeah. The shots will fall for you. I feel like as much as you facilitate, you'll spread the floor out a lot more. And so it's going to open up those opportunities for you. So when you start knocking down those mid ranges, it'll extend out. Once you get a feel for the rim, you'll start knocking down some threes. I think it's just a matter of kind of layering your game based off of what your strongest asset is, which is the ability to facilitate. So if you start the game off facilitating, going downhill, getting a feel for the goal, I think you'll start knocking down more shots consistently. But I like that you said that you could score 0 points and have 10 assists because that's going to put you in a very elite category when it comes to point guards. And when you are going on this journey of steps to get to your ultimate goal, your ability to play that position is going to be your strength because a lot of guards want to be the star. They want to be the shooter. They want to be the scorer. So to be able to get on a team and have shooters around you, a coach can recruit you to facilitate the ball, and then you become the last dagger to most of these teams because now they're focused on so many shooters, and then here you come after the fact with the ability to knock down shots. So I think if you hone in on that and really just increase your vision, really get to see the floor even more, like hone in on that a lot. And you're going to see like where this season, you're going to open up a lot of shots for yourself as well because people are going to look at you as the facilitator. So they're going to play off of you a lot. So I challenge you then also when you're in the gym, work on your range. The further out that you can extend your shot, the better you're going to be as well because people are going to play you off because they don't want you to go past them. They don't want you to go downhill. They don't want you to facilitate. So once they play off of you, that's going to open up those opportunities for you to knock down those Steph Curry type, shots. If coach is okay with that, then, that'll really help you all out as a program, but also help you, build that confidence with your shot, but also help your team out with scoring points too. So that's two challenges so far. Two challenges on the table for you. All right. All right. So next thing, the state run. So what makes you think that this team is the Hazel Green boys team that's going to win state?
It's just everybody works so hard, and like I said, like we so unselfish. Like it don't matter who put the ball in the basket, as long as it goes in, like everybody's happy.
Your volume went down.
You can hear me?
There you go.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard we're unselfish. And as
Yeah,
long
we
as we get the ball.
unselfish. Everybody plays hard. So I just feel like that's what it's going to take for us to get.
Yeah. So do you think that culture, do you think that's an extension of the way Coach Crotcher coaches you guys? Do you think that starts with him?
Yeah, I say it starts with him.
Yeah.
He pushes us to go hard like every day. I just feel like it kind of like it create a habit and it's an expectation. Like every time you step on the court, just play hard, no matter if your shot falling or not. Just play hard.
Yeah.
Everything else gonna come.
Yeah. So in practice, is he more of a, does he coach you harder in practice than he does in the game? Like he kind of corrects things in practice and then kind of allows you to control the floor in the game?
Yeah, I say kind of both. Like he coached me hard in the in game and in practice because like he was a point guard with Alabama and them. Like he could see the floor as good as I could see it. I feel like it's kind of like
Yeah. Because I mean, I see a lot of confidence, you know, watching the clips and stuff that I see online, people are sharing of you. One thing I noticed about you, even when I watched you play um, last year, no, when I watched you play last year, was how you keep your head up when you're dribbling, when you're handling the ball. You're always looking down the floor. Um, where does that confidence come from? Like, is that something you work on in the lab a lot as far as just ball handling, keeping your head up? Is that a skill that you work on a lot, or is that just natural for you?
me passing the ball is really natural. I it's not nothing I go in the gym and I just practice. We do a lot of ball handling, but it's like it was kind of like something that was natural, like me being able to pass.
Okay. So what would you think, what would you say is your biggest opportunity? I don't say weakness. So I say opportunity. What would be your opportunity for growth in your game?
You can explain that for me?
So, you know, most people will say, what's your weakness? You know, some people say if you're right-handed, your left hand is your weakness. Your ability to shoot threes is your weakness. I always replace the word weakness with opportunity because a weakness, I feel like you look at yourself as a crutch. Like you don't want to go to that skill because you feel like you're vulnerable. But an opportunity, it just means that if you know that this isn't your strongest skill, let me go to it more so that I get stronger in that. So if your left hand is your opportunity, we're going to go to your left hand more. We're going to work the left hand more. We're going to make sure we're making layups with our left hand. Like, what would you consider to be that place in your game that you have the most
I
opportunity
feel
for
like my left hand and three
threes? Okay. So how often do you work those two things when you're in training?
every time I'm in the gym.
Do you
I
ever
work on every time.
do you ever have a day where you only go left? You only use your left? You only shoot threes?
No, not no day I only go left. Like no sir.
All right. So challenge number 3. All right. So out of all the days that you train, pick one day where you're only working on your opportunities. So instead of using, so if you're playing one-on-one, this would be the perfect time. Like if you and one of your teammates are playing one-on-one, use that as an opportunity to work on that left. Use that as an opportunity to only shoot threes and challenge them to do the same thing. If your teammate has a place in their game where they have opportunity for growth, challenge them to only use that skill because the more you, it's cool to strengthen your strengths, but the more you do that, the more you become reliant on those strengths. So you get in the game, you miss 1 3, now it's in your head that that's your weakness. Now you don't really want to shoot threes after that because you've missed your first one. But if you work on that in the lab and you're making those threes, you're getting a feel for the goal, you're kind of getting a feel for how you're missing, how you're short, or if you're long. Then when you're in the game, you can make those adjustments. So that's the third challenge I give you. Work on your opportunities at least one training day. So
Yes, sir.
if you have to put your hand behind your back, only go to your left. Only use your left. You know, do dribbling work with your left hand. Left hand layups, left hand floaters. Like only use your left so that by the time your season starts, I want you to be able to tell me that your left hand is also one of your strengths. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So there's 3 challenges I got for you. All right. I'm going to
Yes,
check
sir.
on them. The biggest one, I think for you, the biggest one would be adding those vegetables to your diet. Because I feel like you don't go nowhere near vegetables. Yeah, I think the closest thing you're gonna get to potatoes is probably potato chips. So I need you to add the vegetables to your diet. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. So, question I like to ask you guys: what would you tell your 14-year-old self? So, if you could look at yourself at age 14, what would you say to that person right now?
Just keep working, go harder. Everything gonna come. Just keep
Yeah.
working.
Do you think at 14, did you have doubt that you would get to that next level?
No, no, I wouldn't necessarily say doubt, but I was questioning my skill set. Like I was questioning my ability.
Yeah. So now, how confident are you in your ability now?
Now I'm confident, like 100%.
So, what would you tell another kid? Would it be kind of similar to what you would tell yourself at 14?
If yeah, if I was talking to a 14-year-old, I would just tell him like, just keep working. No matter like if you're on varsity right now, you may not be scoring a lot or not getting a lot of playing time. The opportunity gonna come, so just keep working. So when they do come, you ready.
All right. So, state, who do you think in your area right now is your biggest challenge?
Nobody.
Let's see, who's in your area? You got who? Lee?
Columbia, Columbia, Lee, Jemison, and Buckhorn.
Hmm. Let's see, Buckhorn. They still have Josh, right?
They got Josh and Lee.
Okay. Columbia is Columbia. Um, Lee has the eighth grader. He's should be a ninth grader now, right?
Yeah, Eric. They got
Eric.
Chase.
Chase, yeah. Chase is back. Okay. So you think there's no competition at all for you guys?
Nah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's not no competition, but I don't necessarily feel like it's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah. So if y'all lose to one of those teams, you're saying it would be y'all's fault, right? It wouldn't
Yeah,
be.
it's gonna be our fault.
So how do you right now, how do you prepare yourself to have that conversation with your team? Because you know the Alabama, let's compare to the Alabama. The Alabamas of the world. So when Alabama faces their biggest challenges is usually against teams that we all know they can beat. So how do you prepare your team to go into these games where you know you should win the game and not get complacent and not get lazy and just go ahead and dominate?
I'm just telling like we can't underestimate nobody. This the position we wanted to be in. Like we always wanted to be the team on paper that was gonna win the game.
Yeah,
Now we here. Like on paper we supposed to win, so let's not underestimate them.
because that's how good teams lose. You know, you look across the court and you know, like you said, on paper, you're better. Even physically, you're better. But then you get on the floor and you're lazy. You know, you're not diving for the loose balls. You're not going for those rebounds. You're not picking up full court. So that's going to be a challenge for you as the leader to not only say that, but to also demonstrate that on the court. Because when you come out the locker room, I feel like at the beginning of every game, you're going to be pumped. It's a game. But then once you see that it's not as hard as you anticipated, that's when you start getting laxed. So it's going to be up to you as the leader, as the point guard, to pick up full court. You know, and if even if Coach Crotcher says, let's go 2-3, let's go this, if you know that you guys need that kick, that's when you as the guard, you have that conversation with your coach, like, Coach, let me pick up because we're slacking. You know, I don't want this to be a 10-point win. I want it to be a 20-point win. You know, have those conversations, be that leader. And that's going to carry you guys a lot further past area because you'll have that mindset already going into those games. And then they'll also be listening to you already. They'll have that respect for you, and it'll be easy for them to follow you, opposed to it only being against good teams. You know, everybody talks big talk when it's a good team across from them. They need to hear you when it's Columbia. They need to hear you when you're up by 30 and the players who don't get a lot of playing time are on the floor. They need to see you standing up on the bench still clapping. Those are the moments that you build that team chemistry, and those are the moments where you guys set a standard for your program. As a senior, you want to set a standard that the rest of the teams coming behind you can now follow. Your coach can create a culture, but you as the players have to set that standard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to set that standard, and you have to keep your team accountable to living up to that standard every single day. So that's going to be up to you.
Yes,
If
sir.
y'all go undefeated in the area, or if I look online and see that y'all lost by 1 to Columbia. If I see that, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. So, have you been getting any looks as far as JUCOs already?
My coach said me, Wallace Selma, Columbia State, UT Southern. They texted me. Free Hardeman. They follow me on Instagram recently, but like nothing really major.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you post your highlights and stuff out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So make sure you keep that up, and then you can actually mention coaches on Twitter year round. There's no dead period for Twitter. So those coaches you just named that are already interested, when you post something, tag them, send it to them directly. That way you're building that relationship with them, and you can land those offers. So if they already showing interest, show them that you're interested as well. And then once they see that, they'll start offering. They'll start landing those. All right. So, all right, we're gonna play the game, man. So the game is a word game. How it works is I will give you a category. All right. And you have a certain amount of seconds to name I won't say as many. We'll say 5 seconds to name, no, we'll say 7 seconds to name 5 items. So I'll give you a category. You have 7 seconds to name 5 items in that category. All
Yes.
right. So an example, we'll do a trial run. So I give you the category, uh, high school mascots in the Huntsville area. All right. Go.
the Huntsville Civic little mascot hockey, Trash Panda. That's all I can give you.
You can name high school mascots.
High school,
Yeah.
like a real mascot that like be at the game,
No, like y'all's mascot, the
or like
Trojans.
a Trojan,
Yeah.
like a oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got,
All right. So you ready?
I got you. On
All right. Here we go. First category. Name 5 D1 basketball players from the city of Huntsville. Hazel Green, Madison, all around. Name
that went D1.
that went D1. All right. Go.
Carl Lewis, C.J. Williams, Chaney Johnson, Denver Jones, uh, and Tony.
That's 5. All right. So next category. Name 5 NCAA national champions in basketball. All right. Go.
Kansas, UConn, uh, Duke,
Time's
Virginia.
up. How you
Hey,
struggling?
how much time I got? How much time I got?
7 seconds.
Oh, okay.
How you struggle on that one? All right. So let's go with something a little bit easier. Since Alabama is the school of choice, you want to go to Alabama. Name 5 Alabama current players.
All right. LeBaron, Aiden Holloway, dude from Miami. They
What?
just transferred. I don't know how to pronounce his name. His name kind of like weird. I don't know how to pronounce it. But he just transferred from Miami. So LeBaron from Miami, then Aiden Holloway. That's all I can name. For real.
All right. See, that brings another challenge to me. So this will be your fourth challenge. I got a lot of challenges for you. So your fourth challenge, the reason I'm going to tell you this is when you're looking at a program that you want to potentially play for, even if you're looking at these JUCOs, you want to know who's on the roster. Reason being is because you want to know what the coaches look for. So if you know what their roster looks like, then you kind of know what that coach's eye or the recruiters are looking for when they're bringing in players. Because typically it's going to go in rotations. So right now, they got LeBaron, they got Aiden. So that's their guard play. So if Aiden wants to leave, who are they going to bring in that's going to fit that roster if LeBaron is still there? If the bigs that they have are still there, like who are they going to bring in to see the floor or come off the bench or do whatever that Aiden does? Who's going to come in and fit that mold? So you need to know like what kind of guard play they like. With you, facilitating is a big, big thing for Bama, but Nate Oates loves a guard that can also shoot. So you want to know kind of where you would fit in right now, what you need to work on, and then what type of film package to put together for a program like that. Because every coach won't look at your film package the same way. So you want to make sure that when you get to these JUCOs, that you're putting together a film package that's going to catch their eye. So that's another thing. You want to know who's on the roster. So even at Snead, if you know Snead is looking at you, go out there and look and see what Snead typically recruits. Like who's going to Snead, who's committing, who's being offered. That way you kind of know like what they're looking for. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Last category. I know you're not gonna get this one. Nobody ever does.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna get it. What?
Here we go. Name 5 types of birds.
Oh, red bird, blue bird, a eagle, hummingbird, and orange bird, blue bird. It's a blue bird. Yeah, blue bird.
An
See that
orange
far right
bird?
there?
I think you just naming
No,
colors.
I'm gonna say blue. I'm gonna say blue. But look, I got it though.
I think you just named out a whole bunch of colors. What is an orange
But them
bird?
birds though.
What's an orange bird?
Look, a red bird, blue bird, hummingbird, an eagle,
Yeah.
and then what I said.
You said an orange bird. What is that?
No,
You just named a whole bunch of colors. An orange bird? I'm gonna give it to you
but it
though.
is a blue bird.
You were right about the blue bird. I think there is a red bird. I think it's a cardinal, right? Is it called
The
red bird?
cardinal.
And then
It's
eagle?
called cardinal.
Yeah, an eagle, blue jay. Yeah. But I don't know what an orange bird is. I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, me neither. I don't even know.
I should
I
be
should have
that up.
said yellow or something.
Yeah, yellow, Tweety bird. I think somebody said Tweety bird in one of my last ones. They named Tweety. You probably don't know who Tweety is, do you?
No, I don't.
Man. So you need to go to YouTube tonight and watch Looney Tunes.
No. It's like no. I think I do though. It's like a little movie or something. They used to come on TV. The little Tweety Bird.
Yeah, Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I do know. I do.
Matter of fact, he's on Space Jam.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he's a bird. I give him that Tweety bird. All right, man. All right. So, last words. What would you like to message you want to give to like all your supporters, coaches?
All my supporters, all the coaches. I just want to thank y'all for believing in me, never giving up on me, and just respecting how I play the game about.
Yeah, I like it. All right, man. But those are the 4 challenges I got for you. I'm gonna text them to you as well, and that I really am gonna check back with you on. Like I said, I've watched you for a while. I really do have a lot of respect for your game. I like how you play the game. You do bring a lot of love and passion to the game, to the position. So I want you to keep that mindset going forward. And then these 4 challenges, I really think are going to help you personally, but then also help your team, especially the one about, when you go to those weaker games, bringing out that energy. You know what I'm saying? If you can beat them by 30, beat them by 30. Because let's be clear, every weak team is going to have you as a target. They want to beat Hazel Green, So I'm going to send you these challenges. I'm going to keep up with you. Congratulations on the win today. Is this it for y'all for the June? Y'all have more play dates?
We play tomorrow at Wallace, Then we
Okay.
play Friday and Saturday at the BCAT Live here.
Okay. And that's it, or y'all still
Then we
playing?
done.
Y'all done? Okay. Are you playing AAU?
Yes, sir.
You have anything in the Atlanta area?
No, sir. I think we got one more in South Carolina.
Well, I'm gonna definitely get to one of your senior year games. I need y'all to make it to the BJCC though. I need you in the Final Four because
Gotta get there.
I'm gonna be there for sure. So I need y'all to make it there for sure. But give me a copy of your schedule, and I'll definitely try to make it to at least one game of y'all's this year. Are y'all playing Huntsville or anybody?
I don't think so. We might though. I'm not sure.
Okay. Give me a copy of that schedule, and then I'll try to work out a game where I can see y'all play against. Maybe I'll play Bob Jones or somebody. I'll figure out a game.
Oh yeah, we have played Bob Jones.
Y'all do play Bob Jones?
I'm pretty sure we have played them. We done played them for the last like 2 years.
Okay. So it might be the game I end up making it to. All right. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you getting on with me. That was a good
Yes, sir.
interview, good answers. You cheated on the birds. You just named colors, but it's all good. Good luck for the rest of the summer. I'll send you those challenges. And like I said, I'm proud of what you're doing on the court. And just keep playing, all right?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.